Hello and welcome back to class number 3 in week 1. We are going to focus today on those glutes, those hamstrings, that posterior chain of the lower body. We're going to work on either one white spring, that is your lightest tension spring, and that is going to be the hardest set. Or if you want to make it a little bit more supportive, you can go on to one blue instead. So let's get started. I am on one white today. We're going to start with no equipment. We're going to start over on the left-hand side of our carriage. So we're going to have that left foot down, that right knee down, and hands onto the hips. Hips are nice and square, and we're just going to start off with a little stretch to start with. So instead of pushing the bum out, we're going to tuck the tailbone under and keep the left knee on top of the ankle. Just push the carriage away ever so slightly. So I just want you to focus in on yourself. Make sure those hips are nice and square, that rib cage is connected down. You're in your imprinted spine. And you're going to go even deeper and tuck and squeeze into the glutes. Just start to feel a lovely, nice, deep stretch through the hip flexor here. I'm going to draw those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reaching, eyes up towards the ceiling as well. We're going to start to split the arms and look behind us. Keep that stretch. Pause, inhale. And exhale, reach all the way up and lengthen there. We're going to draw those arms down by our side. We're going to hinge. Now I want you to see my hips go up. We push back. We hold in this position, squeezing into that mid-back, head in line with the spine. Check in with yourself as well. I want those hips nice and square. Now what we don't want to do is lead with the hips down like this. Instead, we want to lift the hips up and push back. We're a nice long line from the knee all the way up to the tip of the nose, knee on top of the ankle. And we're going to keep it there. Don't let it draw forward or back. Digging through that left heel, you should start to feel that hamstring on that left-hand side moving up into the glutes. We're holding. We're going to dig through that heel. We're going to lengthen all the way up. Find the stopper. Push the hips forward. Engage those glutes. Let's go again. Hinge up and over. So level 1, keeping that knee down. We hold. Inhale, stay. Exhale, driving up. Nice and slowly with control. Checking in with your knee, making sure it's not drawing forward. We can then take those arms back. As we take it down, we pause. Can we hinge forward a bit more? Exhale, draw those arms up and center. Let's go again. We come down, lengthening. Heel is heavy. We hold, inhale. And we push and lengthen up. Exhale. Now we can take this into a next level. We draw those arms up by the ears. We come down, inhale. We push through the heel, we lengthen up, find the stopper, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Again, we come down, exhaling down, inhaling, staying, exhaling, reaching up. So just activating into that glute, warming up that hamstring 2 more. We go down and lengthen, hold. We come up and push and press forward. Good. And again, 1 more. We come down and hinge. We hold there. Tiny pulses down for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good job for 4. Keep going. 3, 2. Last one. Drop the hands down. We're working into that stretch now. Flexing the foot, pushing the carriage away. Looking down towards the bar. You can always bring your hands onto the bar if you want to get a little deeper. So here we're working into our stretch and strengthen as we work through this flow. Focusing on that lower body, drawing that right hip forward, left hip back. Walk the hands back up. Next level, we're going to lift that back leg up. Keep hinged and bring those hands onto the hips if that's okay. Beautiful, guys. We're going to inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, kick and press away. Again, we bend in, inhale. Exhale, kick and press away. Hips nice and square, rib cage in. See if we can hinge forward a bit more, relax the toes and push. Nice. Inhale and push and lengthen. So nice. Let's go 4. So next week, we're going to add in a little bit of equipment. This week, we're focusing on that 4. Again, for 3 and push away. Nice work. Let's go 2. And push and lengthen. Press, press, press. Nice. Last one. We come in. We push and press. We hold and pulse for 8, 7, 6. Hinging forward. Last 4. Relax the toes for 3. Push through it. Last 2. And 1. Come all the way up. When you get to this position, lengthen the left leg. Soften the right knee. Push the hips forward. Reach the arms and take the arms up again. Squeezing into the glutes. We're holding there 4. We're holding 3. Amazing. For 2. We circle those arms around, bring the hands onto the hips, rotate the foot towards the right-hand side. Knee stays on top of the ankle. We hinge into a 90-degree angle towards the edge of the bar. Knee on top, hinging up and back. So we're not coming down with the hips, we're coming up and back again. Squeezing into the shoulder blades, pushing into the outside of that right foot. We hold. Exhale, digging through that left heel, we come up, pull that knee in. So lots of activation now into that glute med, upper part of the glute. Again, we come down, we hinge, we hold at the bottom, inhale to stay. Exhale, slowly draw all the way up. Lots of inner thighs. If we can, bend that right knee to bring the hips forward. Let's go again. We come down, take the arms out in front of us, second level. Good, pause. We're going to swim those arms all the way back and in. Pull the knee in, squeeze into that mid-back. Beautiful. Again, we come down. Hold. We swim around, exhaling every time we move, holding with that inhale and in. Lovely. Again, we come down. Inhale to stay. Exhale to pull and lengthen all the way up. Nice job. Beautiful. Let's go. Down. 3 more. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, push and around. And in. Nice work. Again, for 2, we lower. Hold and pull and lengthen in and soften that right knee. Good job. Last one. We come down, relax those toes. We hold it there and pause. Either hold or pulse down for 8, 7. Good job. For 6, 5. Lovely. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle all the way around, pull all the way in, pull the knee in, push the hips forward. Beautiful. We're going to come onto the carriage. You're going to keep that right foot back, left foot forward, hands onto the hips, and get nice and steady. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart from me. Again, we're going to split the legs this time. So split the legs coming out, making sure you're pressing evenly through your big and baby toe on that right-hand side. You're going to bend that front knee, bend the back knee, but the knee is going to go over the ankle towards the bar this time. Hips stay up. We're going to hinge forward. Good. Split squat. Exhale, come up 3/4 of the way. So nice. Again, we come down. Split squat. Exhale, up 3/4. You can see here that my movement is hips up and back. Pause. Exhale, up 3/4. Dig through the heel. Again, we come down, we split squat. Up and 3/4. So good. Hinging forward, down. It's a lot through that glute. Up and reach. 3/4. Good. 3 more. Down, relax the toes. Up 3/4. Again for 2. And up 3/4. Nice work. Last one. We come up half the way, pulses down. 8, 7, heel heavy. 6, mid back working. Last 4. You've got it for 3, for 2, and 1. Come all the way up, pull all the way in, and stand onto the platform extended. Just give it a little shake out, a little wiggle out. It should feel nice and warm, nice and burny. Beautiful. Last push here in this position. Feet back into that parallel position. We're going to come into that long line lunge. We hold, inhale, stay. Exhale, draw all the way up and pull it in. Soften the back knee, push the hip forward. Second level, we take those arms back behind us. Good. Hold and draw it up, arms in front. Third level, arms out by the ears. So choose a level that suits you today. Hold. Lots of knee stabilization and pull and in. Soften the back knee, push the hips forward. Good. Again, should be nice and shaky through that left-hand side, I am for sure. Good. And up and pull, 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 and in. Beautiful, guys. Again, let's go. 3. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, control the movement. Resist that spring. It's going to be harder on that white than that blue. Again, for 2. So if you're on that blue, I bet you're glad you're there. Hand up. It's still challenging, still spicy into the glute. Last one. We come down. We hold. Pulses down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Push 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Push all the way in. Good. And then slowly release. Bring both feet back. Heels heavy. Just push the carriage away. Keep the shoulders on top of the wrist. Shoulders back and down and hold there. For another 4. Heels heavy for 3. Nice work for 2. Good, last one. We pull it all the way in. If your carriage allows, pull into the bar and sit the hips back for another 4. Lovely, 3. Good job for 2. Last one. Good. And then slowly roll forward straight onto that right hand side. The left knee comes down, foot is back. We tuck the pelvis, make sure the hips are square. From there, we're just going to push the carriage away ever so slightly, just making sure the hips are nice and square, rib cage is in alignment. Reach those arms out in front, knee on top of the ankle. Exhale, reach those arms up, draw the eye line up, but don't let that rib cage flare with you. Hold and breathe. 3. You might find you're tighter one side more than the other. Is definitely my left hip flexor is tighter. And then we're going to split the arms, look behind us, reach. Good, hold. Nice deep breaths for 4. Good, for 3, reaching, lengthening 2. And then come all the way back up. Last one, look up towards the ceiling, rib cage in. And then we place those hands down, lengthen and stretch. Good. We then bring it back down with the foot and take those hands onto the hips. Lift the hips up. So instead of coming straight down, we lift the hips up, hips square, and then hinge forward. Good. So the glute is working. Hold. Pinch into that mid back. Exhale. Dig through the heel. Come all the way up. Resist, resist, resist. Don't let that knee creep forward. Tuck the pelvis. Squeeze glutes. Let's go again. We come down. Hips square. We hold. Exhale, we drive up. 2, 3, and tuck and in. Nice. Second level, arms go back behind us as we hinge. Holding there. And lengthening and pulling up. Reaching those arms out in front. Straight into that third level if it's available. Arms up. Hinge, hold. Exhale, arms drive down. Try to keep the left hip with you. Lovely. Again, let's go 3. Lower. You'll always have one side that switches on more than the other. If you find that you're not switching on through one side, then I want you to just concentrate on a hold and connection without the movement. And just take it a little slower on that side, pausing a little bit longer, feeling the glute a little bit more, and then driving up. Good. You get a lot more benefit out of it. Again, last one. Let's take it down. We hold. Tiny pulses down. 8, 7, 6, 5. Shoulders back, head in line with the spine. 2 and 1. Drive all the way up. Pull it all the way in. And then find that bar again. Push and kick away. Finding that stretch for 4. Good job. Lengthening down. 3, 2. If you want to come down as the bar, you can do push. Last 1. And then come all the way in. Keep your hands onto the bar. Lengthen that back leg up. Hands onto those hips. Hips nice and square. Squeeze into the mid back. Knee on top of the ankle. Heel heavy. We pull in. We push away. Again, stabilizing on that right hand side. Just check in with yourself. It's quite good to have a mirror in front of you to check if that knee is rolling into the midline or out. And then you can correct yourselves. Same with the hips. Hands onto the hips. Good. Make sure the hips are square. Pinch into the mid back. Good. Again, we come in. We push away. Hamstrings really firing, right hand side. Try and find the left glute as we push. Pull in, neutral spine. Try not to tuck the tailbone under. And push. 3 more. And away. Let's go again for 2. And push and lengthen, press. Good. Again, last one. We push and lengthen, we press and hold. Pulse down for 8, 7. Good job. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come all the way up, pull in, tuck the pelvis, lengthen the right leg, soften the left knee, push the hips forward, drive the arms up and reach up towards the ceiling. Try and draw that left knee towards the midline for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Come straight into standing right foot forward, left foot back. Good. Feet are hip distance. We come all the way up, hands onto those hips. We're going into those split squats. So we're going to split, make sure the feet are hip distance. From there, hips up, hinge forward. Knee goes over the ankle towards the bar. Soften the back knee so you can almost touch the bar with the shin. Exhale, come up 3/4, but keep your hinged position. Again, back knee soften to allow that right knee to come over the ankle and tap the bar. Exhale, come up 3/4. Again, we come down. We tap. Exhale, up 3/4. Nice. Again, we come down and tap. And up and press. So good. 5 more. Down. Good. Can we sit the hips back a little bit into that heel and up and engage? Good. Again, 4 more for 4. And up and push. So good. For 3. Can really feel it into this glute now. And up 3/4. Find the glute. Again, let's go 2. And up 3/4. Last one. We come down. We come up halfway and pulse down. 8, 7. Hip square. 6, 5. Nice work. Last 3. For 2. Our last one. We've got it. Come all the way up and in. Take the foot off. Kick that leg out. We should be lovely and activated. Nice and warm. Kicking it away. Wiggling the legs. Beautiful. Staying the same side. We're just going to come up and down. Lengthening back leg. Knee softens. Hold. Exhale. Drive up. Pull forward. Soften that back knee. Push the hip forward. Good. Again, we come down. Lengthening. Good. Holding there. Nice. And up and pull. Nice. Not a long lunge series. Good job. Arms back behind us. We hold. Good. And up and pull. Arms forward. Level 3 if it's available. Arms come up. Hips go back. Pause. And push. Good job. 3 more there, guys. For 3. Down. Hold. And up and pull. Nice. Again. 2. Lovely. And up and pull. So good, guys. Last one. Remember to tuck at the top. Last one. We come down. We hold and pulse for 8. Feel the burn. 7, 6, 5. Lovely. 4. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Pull all the way in. Nice work. And take and wiggle it out. We've got to place that foot down. I haven't forgotten. Right foot down. Left foot against the shoulder rest. And we come straight into our hinge, knee on top of the ankle. We hinge. It should feel quite nice to open out that hip. Open out into that right knee. Hinge forward, hips back. Exhale, bring it up. Digging through the heel. Left knee bends to use those inner thighs, left-hand side. Again, we come down with a hinge. Holding there. Inhale, stay. Exhale, drive up. Soften the knee and bring it in. Good work. Again, let's lower. Second level, reach those arms out. Pause. Up and pull and circle in. Tuck and squeeze. Lovely. We lower. Good. All about these lunges, that beautiful lunge series. We circle around and pull and in. Good. Again, we come down. Good. Hold. And up and circle, pull and in. We have 3 more here. Let's go for 3. Hold and circle. See if we can get out deeper, a little deeper each time. Pull. Let's go for 2. Exhaling down. Inhaling, stay. Exhaling, circle around. I'm feeling that Pilates shake. Last one. Let's take it down. We reach. We hold and pulse it down. 8, 7, 6. Arms back, shoulders back, core in. 3, 2. Last one. Circle all the way around. Pull all the way in and connect. So nice. Let's come down into those knees. Knees go wide, toes together. Push the chest all the way down and lengthen the armpits down towards the floor. With every exhale, get a bit deeper into this stretch for 4, 3, 2. Last one, slowly start to curl the spine, bring it all the way in. Good work. When we're here, we're going to take that platform extender away. You're going to add on some springs. So we're going to go into one red, one blue. If you find your hamstrings take over, I want you to go onto 2 red springs. The heavier you go, the more resistance. Make sure your stopper positions are set up so that your knees are directly on top of your hips. Or you can go onto one red only, which is going to be a little bit more challenging. We're going to lie all the way down. Good. And we're going to place those feet up onto the bar. Head rest down, arms down by our side. I'm going to tuck the pelvis, squeeze into the glutes. You should find that little shake. It should be easy now to find the glutes. And lift up just 2 inches, so 1/4 of the spine. And I want you to feel more of a tuck, so I'm curling. So in this position, I want you to pull heels to bum, bum to heels, and really feel that connection through the hamstrings moving up into the glutes. We're holding, and then slowly come down 1 vertebra at a time. Feet and knees are hip distance. Heels of the feet on the bar, we tuck, curl, and then just come up 1/4 of the way. Hold. Make sure the knees are in alignment. You're feeling like there's an imaginary ball between the inner thighs. You might feel a shake. I definitely am. And slowly down. And then we're going to take it up a level. We're going to tuck, squeeze the glutes, and start to lift through the hips, lengthening through the spine, and then just engaging those glutes. So making sure the rib cage is down, and you're like a long line from the top of your knees to the tip of your shoulders. We're holding there. Good. Pausing and holding. Now, we don't want to be here, guys. We want to be tucked, connected. Lengthen the thighs, push the knees forward, pull heels to bum. And then slowly come down 1 vertebra at a time, but keep those knees hip distance apart. Lovely. At the bottom, we inhale, stay. We exhale, tuck. Find the glutes first, like we said, and slowly come all the way up 1 vertebra at a time. Trying to make sure that one glute isn't taking over more than the other. We pause at the top. We're going to think about digging into that left heel more than the right, and we'll just do a prep work first. Just take pressure off the left heel and press into the right more than the left. So press into that right heel more than the left, but keep your hips nice and square. And then put pressure through the left more than the right. Good. And then put pressure through both evenly. And then slowly come down 1 vertebra at a time. Good. I got that Pilates shape, which is lovely. We're going to tuck, squeeze, lift, and lengthen. You're going to dig through the left heel, see if you can bring the right leg up into tabletop. We're holding there. Good. Hold and breathe. Now, this is too much. Just take the foot down and feel the pressure. Good. We're going to place the foot down. And then we're going to dig through the right heel and lift the left leg. Good. Hold. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Place the foot down. Keep it the stopper. And slowly, can you see I'm rolling the spine down 1 vertebrae at a time. Massaging the spine, finding neutral. Let's go again. Tuck and lift. We're nearly there, guys. Lift and lengthen. Pinch your shoulder blades gently together. We're going to dig through the left heel. Lift the right leg. We're going to hold there. Tiny pulse the hips up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Slowly place the foot down. Inhale. Exhale, tuck and lift into that tabletop single leg hold, and pulses up. We're leveling up. If this is too much or if your hips won't stay parallel, keep both feet down and just pressurize through the right. Last 3, for 2, for 1. Take the foot down, we hold. Both hands come up towards the ceiling, lengthen those thighs. Tiny pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice work. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down 1 vertebra at a time, lengthening that spine down. Good. And then at the bottom, we're going to hug those knees in towards the chest. Good. And then just give it a little roll out on that lower spine, rolling one way. Good. And the other way. Amazing, guys. So that is us for today. I really want you to stretch out after this session. So if you could get your feet into straps and follow the feet in straps session, which is just 10 minutes, which is on this series, then please do that now so you can stretch out through the glutes and hamstrings. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow, we are going to be going into a full body flow for our final session of the week. I can't wait to see you there.